Here's how this works. Water, salt, and pepper, those are freebies. Your pantry, it better have flour, oil, vinegar, mustard, and garlic. Beyond that, you'll only need 5 more ingredients and 25 minutes to put an entree or entire meal on the table. So, shop, set the clock, and let's dish out. Alrighty, we're going to get started with 8 ounces of dried pappardelle pasta. You can use tagliatelle, any kind of nice wide noodle. Some julienne sun-dried tomatoes in olive oil. Some pecorino-Romano cheese. 1 bunch of broccolini, or sometimes referred to as baby broccoli. And some good fresh basil. With all that in hand, we can get to work. First up, we're going to take our broccolini and slice it on a bias cut down these stalks. Once we get to the floret tips, we'll leave those whole or maybe cut them in half if they are too big for a bite. Next up, we're going to grate up a couple ounces of our pecorino-Romano cheese. You could also use Parmigiano or goat cheese. Really any kind of nice sharp cheese would be great in this. Add a little olive oil to a skillet over medium heat, and we'll add in all of that broccolini and let it start to sweat out in the skillet. Of course, we got to season it with some fresh cracked pepper and a nice pinch of sea salt. We'll put the lid on to help that steam and give it 5 or 6 minutes. We want it to be nice and vibrant and green, but not mushy. No one wants mushy broccolini. Next up, we'll grab some garlic from the pantry and crush in a couple cloves for an added bit of flavor. In the meantime, we'll be boiling our pappardelle noodles. These are quick cooking, only about 4 to 5 minutes in that pasta water. So while that's cooking, I'm going to add about a 1/4 cup of our julienne sun-dried tomatoes to the skillet. Again, working over medium heat here. Make sure to get plenty of that oil in there as well. And then don't drain the pasta, just pull it right out of the water. That great starchy pasta cooking liquid is a great way to emulsify the oils in this sauce. In addition to that pasta, we're also going to add in a good handful of that pecorino-Romano cheese. You want to do all this pretty quickly, kind of help that cheese melt into that pasta cooking water and olive oil and emulsify into a nice rich and creamy sauce. We'll give this a final seasoning with cracked pepper and taste it, see if it needs a pinch of salt. And then at the very end, we'll turn the heat off and fold in a nice handful of freshly chiffonade basil. Pretty simple dish. It is a great option for a Meatless Monday. You could even keep it vegan by using a vegan cheese or just leaving the cheese out altogether. I'm not going to do that though. I'm going to garnish mine with even more freshly grated pecorino. Love that stuff. Nice sharp sheep's milk cheese. And I'm going to drizzle over a little more of that sun-dried tomato olive oil. Super flavorful stuff. I love really quick pasta dishes like this that come together in about 15 to 20 minutes. They're great to make on nights when you just don't have a lot of energy or time to cook and you don't want to whip out a lot of pots and pans. This one really only requires 2. I think you're going to really enjoy it. Hope you'll give it a try. Add other veggies or meats as you see fit. This is 5 and 25, you know. I'm pretty restricted on my rules, but you can modify it any way you wish at home, and I hope that you will. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw here, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. But only thing you definitely got to do is go make something delicious.